Well, hello to my wonderful subscribers. I wanted to put on a mask to delight and catch your attention, change your perception, as mine has been changing. And I thought the best way to share that with you would be creatively and make it a little bit fun. As you know, I've talked incessantly about the book by Richard Schwartz, No Bad Parts. And I've also lately been reading a book for fun called Secretive Seekers by Dan Brown. And I think it's so funny because I did it to just sort of have some downtime, some quiet time. And wouldn't you know it, the subject matter is a lot about the things that I've been wondering about awareness. I think that first contact, for instance, as I've mentioned before, for entertainment purposes only, will be through awareness. In our quietest moments, in meditation, when we're out in nature, those moments when we're most quiet and most grounded, will we perceive more of who we are and more of what is in this world. We're learning about oneness through separation in this earth school, beloved Gaia. And as we mature, we move more towards unity, realizing that as human beings, we're all related. We're all daughters of Earth, sons and daughters of Earth while we're in these bodies. That we have far more in common than we have in differences. We all need, for instance, food and water and shelter and care and compassion and love. Everything on earth is worthy of respect. Everything here is sacred and has great spirit within it. We have a lot more in common than we do in differences. I was wondering about awareness and the idea of like attracting like. In duality, it's all about push and pull and right and wrong and black and white and up and down. When we are in balance, we move more towards unity in our high heart. We seek beauty because we are beauty. We seek love because we are love. I was thinking, besides for entertainment purposes only, sorry, it's a little bit hard to read here. Perhaps what we think and deep down believe, what we eat and read and focus on and daydream about and imagine, and what we watch, what we give our attention to, affects what frequencies are our bandwidth, affecting our perceptions. Because we are having a physical experience. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So perhaps all these factors affect our old-timey radio dial and what part of reality we are aware of. So as our consciousness expands, it makes sense that we would let go of lower densities, that we would say the things that were challenges for us taught us things. If we were looking for love from others all our lives, if we were pining and looking for love to come from others, we eventually realized that the love we were seeking was within us. When we forgave, we gained peace and wisdom. We could be compassion in action. All of these things, all of these emotions and lessons learned, lightened our hearts, raised our frequency, changed where that dial moved, that dial of an old-timey radio station, our frequency of awareness. And right now it feels like we are being offered, as mankind, as humanity, a much wider range of frequencies of awareness. And I am so excited about that and happy about that. And I wanted to share that with you to see if perhaps you have already figured all of this out. Maybe you're excited about it too and full of wonder and curiosity. I strive to have the self-leadership qualities that Richard Schwartz in his book No Bad Parts speaks of, which is calm, compassion, courage, curiosity, creativity, clarity, connectedness, and confidence. And curiosity is what I'm leaning into right now. I'm curious about more of the universe. I am curious about the fact that only a tiny bit of us fits in these bodies, and our clairs connect us to our larger spiritual bodies. And we are beautiful just the way we are. The fact that we're here remembering all this, bringing our gifts in, we don't need to strive to be better and more. To be loved, we are already love. We are love walking around. But the curiosity factor is pretty wonderful, because as our awareness grows, so does our love and our appreciation, and so does our compassion and our wisdom and our joy. And all of this raises the frequency of not only ourselves, but those around us, and the very earth that we are the living library keys to. It's all this most beautiful, beautiful connections throughout all of nature, throughout all of our acquaintances, our families, our loved ones, our dear ones, the areas and regions in which we live. It's all connected. We are exactly where we need to be. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. So continue to be curious, my dear, wonderful subscribers. I appreciate you so much. And I enjoy sharing this with you. And I hope that it encourages you and lifts your hearts. And thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.